Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another DB2 SQL function, which is count. So count function is mainly used to calculate the count of a particular column or like if whenever you want to calculate the count of total records which is present in the table. In that case, you can utilize this count function. Okay. So overall, it will give a total or a count of the specific column, but or whatever the value you are providing. Now in this example, in this session, what we will do, we will firstly see the table data, then we will see the requirement again, and then we'll see the SQLRPGLE program. Also, we will discuss how we can use the same function over DB2 query. So let me show you the table data first. So I'm rerunning the query here. So for that, I just need to remove the existing one, and I'm writing select star from Sharmit1, which is my library name, slash table1, which is my table name. So if I hit enter, you can see this table contains total of 6 records, and the columns are employee ID, age, year of service, monthly salary, product sales, customer expenses. But in customer expenses, one record is set as null. Okay. So let's see now, if you want to check, there is one SQLRPGLE program and you want to check like how many records are there in the table, and accordingly you want to perform some set of logic. So in that case, you need to find the exact count. So to fetch that count, we have to use this count function. Now how we are using it in SQLRPGLE, let's see. So first of all, what we are doing, we are setting the SQL state, which is 5 times 0. Below to this, we are declaring one variable, zone decimal variable. Okay. Now this variable we are going to use to store the output which we are retrieving from the count function. Then we are setting the commitment as commit equals to star none, and below to this we are using the exec SQL query, which is used to calculate the this is the command, you can say exec SQL, which is used to run the to execute the query, and the actual query is select count of of employee ID into result variable. So firstly, it will calculate the count of employee ID, and whatever the output it will return, it will be stored into this result host variable, and this data is coming from Sharmit1, which is my library name, slash table1. Clear? Now every time we verify the query after execution, so we are verifying it. If SQL state equals to SQL state underscore valid, then we are displaying the result, else we are displaying the SQL state along with the message query ended with an error, and doing the endif and INLR equals to star on. So let's quickly compile this program and call this program. So you can see output is coming as 6. Why? Because if you look into the table again, there are only 6 records for this employee ID column. Clear? Okay, so this is how we can use this SQL function, count function in SQLRPGLE. You just need to pass the value for which you want to calculate the count inside this count function. Now look at the another example. Like here I will try to execute, select, let me run the query again, select star from Sharmit1 slash table1. Now take F4, and here take F4 again. Here I will select the column as let's say customer expenses. So if I have selected this, now I will use count function here, count and parenthesis. If I hit enter, you can see it is returning 5. Why? Because if you look at the table data again, there is one record which is null. So it is excluding null value. It is just only returning the count, which is the actual data. You can see 2, 4 and 5, not the 6th one. But same thing if you try to execute for product sales, then it will give 6 because their data, the total record is 6. So let me show you that. Okay, so by this example, what we understand, like if there is any null value in your table, then the count function will not show that value. Okay, So yeah, this is how we can utilize this count function on SQL RPGLE. And one more thing, like you can also use it with the where clause if you want to use it like this. Select count of customers expenses from table 1 where customer expenses is not null. So likewise you can give any condition, it is up to you. If I hit enter again, it is returning 5 because I have all like this count function is already executing excluding the null value. Now one more thing, like if you try to execute count function and you are also trying to print the another column which is employee ID, so in that case it will give error. Why? Because you can see column employee ID or expression in select list not valid. Like this will return only one value and you are trying to print this one value with the column. So make sure that you are not passing such condition, otherwise it will not allow you to execute that query. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this session. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.